Hey guys, so I need to talk to you and give you a testimony on behalf of a man here called Mark Groton. He's an older man in his 70s, and I tried getting him on video to tell him about this stuff, and he didn't budge, and he kind of wanted to shy away from it. So, but you guys need to hear this. You need to hear this, so you guys can just see how big and prevalent this satanic ritual goes. This baby child sacrifice goes. That it's way bigger than what you guys think. I'm ignorant of this stuff, and I don't know nothing about it. And I'm sure many of you know nothing about it, and you would think that it's fairy tale stuff. You know, that doesn't happen anymore. It's not real, right? That'd be my normal assumption. That doesn't happen. Anywho, so Mark said that back in the 50s, he was on his parents' or his grandparents' farm, his family farm, and they were doing a ritual. They were going to kill a baby. And they held the baby up and they sliced the baby's throat, and the blood dripped into, I think, an altar or something. And he said they did it for, they did it for their company to be prosperous. So the benefit that they would get for doing this ritual is that the demons would come in and they would make their family, their family business prosperous. So there was a benefit to this, just like in the old days when they would kill someone, and the crops would come, and they would get a whole bunch of food from it. So there was a benefit for it. So when Mark said that when he witnessed it, he started to have visions, so demonic visions. Like a psychic or a gypsy vision is how he kind of put it. And they would practice with him, just talking to him, showing him what they wanted him to do and stuff like that. And they kind of guided him to be like a salesman, a businessman. And they opened up those doors, I guess, for him to be like a businessman. And so as he got older, when he was 18, 17, 18, in California, his family business was over in California here, and when he was older, he started doing deals, and the demons would help him as far as what the businessman liked, on what to kind of say. They would coach him what to say, how to dress, what to do. And they would even go above and beyond, where they would trick, and they would do tricks. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say a chair, the chair was about to fall over, right? So the demons would actually push the chair, and Mark would be, before the demons would push it, Mark would say, "Oh, watch out for that, it's coming down," and then the demons would push the chair. And so they would give the illusion of that Mark had some type of power. They gave that illusion, and so the demons would actually be rubbing on the businessman, and just making him feel nice and good, that everything is just a-okay with Mr. Mark to make this business deal. So the spiritual world was manipulating the body of the businessman to make him feel good, easy, and at home with Mark. So it made a great success rate, good business, where he was making millions of dollars for his family's company in the 1960s. And millions of dollars back then was quite a bit of money. And he said that their business was very well off. It was a big business. And he told me once what it was, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was, guys. But his last name is Groton, so you can probably find the lineage of the origins of that. And he said he doesn't talk to his family much because they don't want nothing to do with him now because he's a believer, but we're not there yet. So, so as he did the deals, he would run into people where his demonic visions weren't working. So he wasn't able to read people, right? And the demons would just, stay away from that person, right? And he didn't think about it, at first, like, oh, this doesn't make, whatever, right? Whatever. And then keep going. But he just started, I wonder why. And he went up to people and he found out that they were believers in Jesus. And one after another, where his demon visions weren't working, he noticed that people that were believers in Jesus, the visions wouldn't work for them. So he started understanding that just with what he had, even though it was superior for people around him, that even though the believers in Jesus didn't know anything about the spirit world, didn't know anything about this, they were still protected by a superior higher force that was superior than his visions, than his demon visions of reading, giving insight and things like that. And so he started understanding that Jesus was a higher authority than his demons, and they killed babies to get stuff like that. He started understanding that, and eventually he gave his life over to Jesus, and his demon visions went away. So he understood that they were demons, and Mark's really got that gift of jest. I mean, he's a real good talker. He's real fun. He's real fun. You guys would like him. Anyways, so I wanted to share that with you guys so you guys can just understand how real this stuff is. Because I wouldn't believe in any of this stuff. I really wouldn't. Prior to 2017, I wouldn't believe any of this stuff. Like, I would want to believe, right? I want to believe, but, there's just too much disinformation. You don't know what's what. You're not there. It's not coming around. So you're just like, it ain't even, maybe, but I wouldn't believe, I wouldn't have believed in it. So, it's hard for me to wrap my head around as far as how big this satanic thing goes, and this secret, order that kills children for witchcraft power, for demon involvement to cast a spell on people, to manipulate them and change them, to control them. So, and we don't know anything about it, right? Because that's mental illness. Oh, go see a psych ward, right? And everywhere else around the world, they like over in the Middle East, they would be more tuned with this stuff of the spirit world. But even over in Mexico, they'd be more tuned to it. But here, we're stupid, man. We are conditioned to shut up, shut up about this stuff. You're crazy, but it's real. It really is, guys. And you need to know just how real it is. So I wanted to tell you about Mr. Mark's experience, and I want you guys to go out there and just research this stuff. Keep seeking, because this stuff's coming out, and they can only slow it. The enemy can only slow it down, or they can try to control the narrative. They'll give out some stuff to try to they'll give out small pieces of crumbs, small pieces of gold, so that you'll take it, and then they'll want to control you and manipulate you so you go down the path that they want. And you need to be aware on just how deep this stuff goes, and just keep seeking that. The American culture, the American dream is built off the blood of innocent children. That is the reality. I mean, there's many underground torture cities, guys. I mean, the government, which is not legitimate government, it's a corporation disguised as government, is killing children on a mass scale to control the population, to do things, to cast spells and do all this crazy stuff. They're down there talking with aliens and all these demonic beings, these half Nephilim and all this stuff, so they can rebel against God and control you. And they're stealing your kids. They're stealing your kids if you let them. So look into this stuff, guys, because it's real. And Jesus is calling us to fight back, and He's given us power. And I'm telling you, it's right here, the Holy Spirit power. And I'm going to give it out. It's His power, it ain't mine. And I've already been doing that. And you need to practice with this stuff. So when the time comes, then when it's time to kick some booty, you know what to do. So I'm calling all believers, man. I'm calling all believers. It's here. It's here. Revelation's right around the corner. What God showed me clock. He showed me a clock around 10:48. And this was when He was showing me about when Jesus comes back. So the clock represents the last hour is soon. So 11 o'clock is the last hour, okay? And 12 is the new day. So it's the third day when Jesus comes back. And that's right around the corner. So it's here, guys. And God's going to want us to move in power, not only to wake people up, but to show the Luciferian order that stop killing kids. Stop it. And it's here, guys.